Cheesy the Podcast, presented by Just Cheesy Productions.
Hi there, I'm your host, Fondue. Christmas is officially over, but there are some holidays that are just getting started.
I'm so excited.
In this week's episode, we're going to cover Kwanzaa. We're also going to talk a little bit about mac and cheese. We're going to talk about how eggs are getting in on the cream cheese shortage.
Eggs?
We're covering New Year's Eve. And of course, we're going to have a very cheesy joke.
Yeah, we are.
Stay tuned for episode number 7 of Just Cheesy, the podcast. So cheesy, today is December 26th, and it's the beginning of Kwanzaa.
So what exactly is Kwanzaa?
According to the tasteofhome.com website, there's an article by April Wright. The article is called Your Guide to Kwanzaa Food Traditions. According to Ms. Wright, Kwanzaa is a non-religious holiday that celebrates African American heritage and culture. The name of the holiday originates from the Swahili phrase Matunda ya Kwanzaa, which translates to the first fruits of the harvest. Kwanzaa is 7 days, and there's a feast that's generally held on December 31st.
I never miss a feast.
According to the article, 2 Kwanzaa foods with significant symbolism are black-eyed peas and collard greens. The peas symbolize good luck, while the greens symbolize fortune.
I haven't heard cheese yet.
Settle down, cheesy. The article asks, what is traditional Kwanzaa food? And it says, ultimately, a traditional Kwanzaa meal is whatever you want it to be.
That's my kind of holiday.
Yeah, me too. So they list here collard greens, candied yams, vegan rice, fried plantains, African peanut stew, southern peach cobbler, cornbread, okra, hush puppies, sweet potato pie.
Cheese?
Not yet. We've got mashed sweet potatoes, Southern Hoppin' John, sausage and chicken gumbo, Dutch oven fried chicken, Jamaican beef patties,
Cheese?
jerk chicken, Jamaican sweet potato pudding,
Cheese.
epsis,
Cheese.
mofongo, and your favorite,
Cheese?
mac and
Cheese.
Even though mac and cheese is one of the foods eaten at Kwanzaa, mac and cheese actually predates Kwanzaa and the United States.
Really?
Yeah, really. According to Wikipedia, it says pasta and cheese casseroles were recorded in the 14th century in the Italian cookbook Liber de Coquina.
Ooh, you and your pronunciations.
Yep, thanks for calling attention to that. In this cookbook, it featured a dish of Parmesan and pasta. And the cheese and pasta casserole known as, I'm not even going to try it, was recorded in the 14th century medieval English cookbook. It was made of fresh hand-cut pasta, which was sandwiched between a mixture of melted butter and cheese.
That sounds yummy.
And apparently the first modern recipe for macaroni and cheese was included in Elizabeth Raffald's 1769 book.
1769.
The book was called The Experienced English Housekeeper. The recipe is for a bechamel sauce with cheddar cheese, a Mornay sauce in French cooking, which is mixed with macaroni, sprinkled with Parmesan, and baked until bubbly and golden.
Bubbly and golden.
Lots of recipes started to appear in the 1800s, and it looks like by the mid-1880s, cookbooks as far west as Kansas and Missouri actually included recipes for macaroni and cheese casseroles. The packaged macaroni and cheese that a lot of us know from our childhood that was made by Kraft was introduced in 1937, and the rest is history.
Kraft, still not a sponsor.
But one day when they are, we'll insert their ad here. Just Cheesy the Podcast is sponsored by Just Cheesy Productions. Ever wonder what happens behind the scenes in a Just Cheesy video? Well, wonder no more. Follow Just Cheesy at @TheJustCheesy on Instagram and see all kinds of behind the scenes footage. Now back to the podcast. My favorite segment.
This week in cheese.
So apparently the cream cheese shortage is being combated by somebody new.
Who's that?
The American Egg Board.
Didn't even know that was a thing.
We learned so much here, Cheesy. So apparently on incredibleegg.org, or you can enter the hashtag #EggTheFeeling, which was like the Philly one that was spread the feeling.
Did we miss this one?
Nope, it started on the 23rd and ends on December 31st. In order to win, you must log into Instagram, post a photo of a holiday dessert cooked with at least 2 eggs and no cream cheese, follow @IncredibleEgg on Instagram, and this photo must be original. Your post has to include the hashtag #EggTheFeeling and hashtag contest. Then your entry is considered valid.
What do you win?
So there's 10 prizes. It looks like each prize consists of 1 gift card to a local grocer decided by the American Egg Board for the price of 24 dozen eggs. So that's 2 dozen eggs per month. Winners are encouraged but not required to use gift card on eggs. So the retail value of the prize is $100.
That's pretty cool.
Right now there's only 2 posts there, and it looks like they're just from the incredible egg. So I'm interested to see what people post.
Me too, that's kind of cool.
Are you ready for New Year's Eve, Cheesy?
I usually watch the ball drop at midnight.
I was going to say you, me, and everybody else, but apparently in Plymouth, Wisconsin, they drop something else.
They do? What?
Oh, come on, Cheesy. This is a show about cheese. What do you think they drop?
A cow?
No, not a cow, Cheesy. I'm pretty sure you should stop guessing. So in Plymouth, Wisconsin, they drop a giant wedge of cheese.
Holy cow.
An 80-pound metal wedge of cheese is lowered from a 100-foot truck ladder. It's called the Big Cheese Drop.
Big cheese drop.
This is the 15th annual event in Plymouth, Wisconsin. And Plymouth, Wisconsin is considered the cheese capital of the world. According to the Facebook page for the Big Cheese Drop, it started in 2007 in order to pay tribute to Plymouth's cheese heritage and its thriving industry that exists today. In 1918, the Wisconsin Cheese Exchange was in downtown Plymouth. The Cheese Exchange was the platform for cheese pricing until 1956.
Wow.
So the Cheese Exchange set the price of cheese in the entire United States.
That's pretty cool.
Today, Plymouth is simply called the cheese capital of the world, with over 15% of all the cheese consumed in the U.S. going through this one city.
That's a lot of cheese.
It sure is, Cheesy. Are you ready for the last joke of 2021?
I sure am, Fondue.
Why did the cheese get sent to his room?
I don't know. Why did the cheese get sent to his room?
Because he needed to mature. Get it? He needed to mature.
No, I don't get it.
Because cheese is aged and you need to let it mature, get it? Because he needed to mature?
I didn't think that one was very Gouda. Gouda?
Oh, wow, that was so silly.
Nope, it was a little bit cheesy.
Thanks to all you loyal cheese balls out there. We really appreciate you listening to Just Cheesy the podcast.
Happy Kwanzaa and Happy New Year, everybody.